there's a thing I've been waiting all week to talk about this podcast with you and our fappers is about this. So I started a new job, right? And the key to starting the new job is always training and then like the computer, hey, sit in the computer and do the log training. And I have to bring this up, is about the sexual harassment and assault training. Now, fappers, Jay, we all know consent, sexual harassment, sexual assault, those are all, things that should be taken very seriously.
Yes.
And things you all should respect and know of and be aware of.
I'm worried about the
help
butt
and
coming.
all this.
Okay.
The butt's coming, baby.
Oh, yeah, I bet it is. Okay.
But the sexual harassment training that every job makes us do, there's always a point where you're doing the training and they're giving the scenarios. You see the videos of everyone cracking jokes and this and that, and you're like, and then it says how much you shouldn't be doing this and how wrong it is, and you're watching it and you're doing it like, I'd be telling jokes like that.
Yeah.
Me and my friends just had a conversation like this in the break room.
Yeah.
And that just like, I had to say it online to be like, we all like, there has to be a balance between, and I want to be careful with my words because we are talking about sexual assault and harassment, where it's just like real like sexual harassment, but like jokes and stuff when it comes to sexual or derogatory or discriminatory, that they're real and they should be taken like, no, this is no workplace conversation. And then when you're just talking with your work buddies, because I think about our last job we had and everybody was saying outlandish shit, and we're still in hospitality too. So at this current job, we're still saying outlandish shit. So it just feels like there has to be a balance between, like, you do the work training and says, don't say this, don't see that, be careful about this. And then as soon as you log off the computer, it's about, well, these Mexicans, am I right?
How you doing, dick
just,
butt?
You know what I mean? It just feels like, what's the balance? And I want the training program for these workplace relations and shit like that to be more real. And I think what they're doing now is the right thing. They're doing it by the books. I think what I'm talking about is a little more nuanced, a little too picky. It's more of a personal grievance, but I just want there to be some sort of balance between when is it truly a problem and when is it just people just saying shit. You know what I mean? Just understanding that we are humans. We talk about some outlandish stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I've never had a corporate job, as in the suit and tie, the 401ks, although this job I have.
401k.
Yeah, that. See? I don't know.
401k. But
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so told you, never had one, except for this new job.
The education system in this city and on the south side
is horrendous. Anyway.
We just need to do something about
it. But yeah, I've never had a corporate job, so maybe corporate elements are a job. It's like, no, we're not allowed to say anything like that. But fappers, if you work in a corporate job, I'm pretty sure you guys are saying some wild stuff in your cubicles. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is ultimately what I find like that the point of that is like they give you all the do's and don'ts of how anything you say could be used against you in a court of law, and then it's up to the individual you're speaking to and your own discretion on the ultimate thing is if somebody is offended by what you said in that way in a workplace thing, then you're in trouble. But if I go like, what's up, dick butt, to you, and you're like, ha, 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 all right, but, gay boy, right? And I'm like, ha, 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 right? And we joke about it. Then I go to somebody else and go, what's up, dick butt? And they get offended. Now I'm in trouble. You know what I mean?
You're still in trouble for the first one, Jay.
No,
because one of your I just got done with the training. Yes, you are still in trouble for the first one because guess what? One of your supervisor heard that, or not even the supervisor, one of your coworkers heard you call me a dick butt, and they were offended by that comment for it. So now yo ass just got written up.
Okay, but still, my point stands that somebody, like a listener, has to be offended for it to be a problem, right? So in the restaurant industry, you're allowed to get away with a lot crazier shit because the restaurant industry just attracts crazier people. Like there's something that I heard a long time ago in a training in some restaurant, I forget what, and it's hacking, it's gay, and it's stupid, but it is true, is that when you're bartending or you're serving or whatever, anything front facing, anything front of house, you are on stage, right? So just like when I do stand up, like,
or when I do improv. No, continue.
Yes.
And when you do improv.
Right. The difference between failure and success is the audience riding with you or not. And it's like, it's the same kind of thing. If the audience, like if you bomb, then yeah, you can get in trouble, you know. But if you kill, then, you know, it's all good, right? Like, I know I've said some
You're a king, saying.
I've said some wild shit this week at work, you know. You know, one of my favorite things ever is, so this is starting to happen now with the podcast, now that we're on 8 episodes in.
Yep.
But I'll tell you right now, guys, the shit I say that comes out of this mouth comes out and is gone forever. Okay,
Right.
It's lost. Very, very rarely do I remember things I said in the past, like that were funny or whatever.
The brain of a goldfish.
Yeah. So one of my favorite things ever is when someone comes up to me and they're like, "Do you remember that one time when I, was wearing this outfit and you told me I looked like a lesbian Miss Frizzle?" And then you emphasize by that saying a lot because she already kind of looks like a lesbian.
Yes.
And then I'll be like, I don't remember saying that at all, but that is hilarious, and I still stand by it. And it's great because it's like I get to hear my jokes from the other like I get to hear my own jokes for the first time, and they still are just as funny to me, which is how I know I probably said that.
I love when
You
my
know?
college friends do that with me because honestly, the older I get, my memory is just that getting older and smoking so much fucking weed. My memory is going foof.
Yeah, me too.
So when I have friends from my college days or even before that tell me about funny stuff and funny adventures that I don't remember, but I said the same thing you say, and just like that sounds like me,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna continue with it.
Yeah, that
but
shit
yeah.
could get dangerous, bro. I could be fucking around and somebody be like, "Remember when you said this?" And I'm like, "No, but sure." You know, gotcha, bitch. You know?
Gotcha.